Guys, welcome back to the Harlan Project. I got another tool review for you. This is a floor sweeper from Vevor. They were kind enough to send this to me and asked me to give it a review for you guys. And I gotta tell you, it left me both very excited and a bit disappointed. Let's get into it. I didn't bother doing an unboxing or how to put together because as you can see, there's only a handful of parts here and it's all pretty intuitive, and they're kind enough to give you some pictures to follow in the instructions. When Vevor asked me to review this sweeper, it was because of what's in this garage that I knew I had the perfect application to how to test this thing and see if it can really do the dirty job we all need it to do. Now you can imagine with the machines I just pulled out of this garage that this dirt trail is never ending. I cannot keep up with it. So to have something that could potentially sweep this up in a hurry and not have to fool around with a shop vac or a broom, oh, I'm excited to see if this is gonna work. That's a little embarrassing to see that dust cloud pop up. Wow, it really works. I mean, it just really works. Open palm, fairly clean. There's a difference. All right, I know what everybody's thinking. Why not just use your shop vac? Well, yeah, I'm with you. Let's try. Now, what do you have to do when you do a shop vac? You got to get it, you got to plug it in, you got to turn it on. I think I can already tell which one's faster and which one's easier on my back. Now the other thing, every time I suck something into this vacuum, I'm dirtying up the filter that's in here. That's fine. You're used to it, right? We all replace our filters in our shop vac, but that doesn't have a filter. So picking and choosing where you will apply this versus this could complement one another. And oh yeah, remember, you got to put it away too. So you got to roll this back up. Still rolling. I'm still rolling. You guys can see my welder right here. It's something I do, fairly often. I don't do it professionally. I just do it for my own projects. Things like this stump bucket back here. I made this and some other stuff for the skid steer. But anybody who welds knows that you grind often. In fact, it's kind of like painting, right? The prepping takes longer than the painting. And especially if you're using old, rusty metal, you're going to spend a lot of time with a grinder in your hand. And with that comes a lot of metal material on the ground. So let's try to make some metal material and see if this Vevor sweeper will actually pick it up. I didn't grind very long, so the camera's just not going to pick it up. If I had been out here on an all-day project, you could literally see a black hue over the ground, and when you sweep it, you can just tell it's a different material. So let me try to use this magnet, see if I can pick up some material, show you guys I have some, and then we'll try to drop it in place and pick it up with the sweeper. A lot more on that ground than you thought, huh? Now I think you can see what we picked up. Wow. This time I'm going to stop putting it on the ground. I'm actually going to pick it up for the final time. Well, we all know what this is, grass clippings after you mow your yard. You got a couple of options. One is to rake it, which we all know that's not very fun. But be honest, how many of you just blow it right back in the yard? And the blower is not really a good solution either because it just builds up thatch in your yard. Or is this Vevor sweeper actually a better option? That wasn't very compelling. Am I doing something wrong? Feels like that should just pull right up. Oh. What's grabbing it? It's like it was just getting caught and then it plugged itself. Interesting. Huh. Maybe it's just because that's like too big and too fluffy too fast. I was kind of hoping it would just suck this right up nice and easy. Let's try it again. Got it empty? Ah, okay. Well, I think the evidence is right in front of us. It works. The problem is it doesn't work very long. You can see where it starts to leave clippings behind and then it progressively gets worse. And that's because it's just plugging itself. So this is a fail. This is a fail. It wouldn't work for this. I mean, that's totally inefficient. You ought to be able to do your whole driveway at least, or half of it, before you have to empty it. 6 feet, that's not going to work. Now, it didn't work on the grass, but I do get this very often. Maybe you guys get something similar. This is just stuff that falls from my tree right here and covers the driveway. Don't know how well that's showing up, but we're going to push the sweeper over and see if it'll grab this stuff. There's also some sand here too, so we'll grab that as well. I have to say, guys, it did a pretty darn good job cleaning up this area, and especially all of the sand that was down. It looks like it does really, really well with that material. Let's open this up and see what contents are inside. Oh yeah, it did pretty good. I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, that's quite a bit. I mean, I just pushed that around for less than 10 seconds. Huh. It does really good with the sand. I think I can tell that already. Now this whole thing is plastic, so I assume it's just fine to wash it. You don't have to worry about rust. Even the mechanical components in here are kind of a rubber material. Now this is pretty light, so storing it up and out of the way shouldn't be an issue. Now you guys know I am full disclosure on my tool reviews. This was not a sponsored video. Vevor did not pay me for my opinions and conclusions. Obviously, because I have a fail, one that I was disappointed in. I was really hoping this thing would be able to pick up my grass clippings. So often I'm just blowing them down the driveway into the best neat pile I can make, and then I'm picking them up with a shovel or an oversized dustpan, something like that, or a rake. You guys know the drill. You probably all do it yourselves. The sweeping mechanism would just get bound up. It clearly works. The mechanical components, the mechanical design of this clearly work. It can pick up dirt, small, fine items, and it does it very well. I mean, very well. In fact, I said early on in the video, it left me very excited about one application, and that's inside my garage where my welder is at, my four-wheeler, my lawnmower, basically all of my equipment that causes a lot of dirt and frustration, where I'm walking through it and I'm tracking through it. My kids come in barefoot and I'm worried about what they're stepping on. This, I can just push around for 10, 15 seconds, a couple of laps, and I got a spotless floor. And listen, I know some of you guys are probably still stuck on that shop vac. I tried to just plant a seed to show you, oh yeah, remember we have to pull it out, plug it in, vacuum it. I know these are first world problems. I get it. But this is a first world problem. I don't have to fool with any of that. I don't have to worry about a filter. I don't have to worry about electricity, which means I can use this anywhere. I don't have to worry about batteries, right? Being charged enough even. Did they go bad? This is purely mechanical driven. It's all by this wheel. And then there are cables. Well, they're not really cables. They're kind of a band material. Now that's one component that we'll have to see how long that actually holds up, because it's not a cable, right? A cable would, in theory, last forever, or probably last longer than the bearings that are in here. This appears to be all plastic with some rubber components. Of course, you're not going to be putting a lot of heavy load on it. And the price is there, right? You're not paying a fortune for this. So this one retails at $95. I have a 5% off discount code for you guys that you can find down in the description or in that first row of the comments. Go check these guys out. That 5% discount coupon should work on other items on the website. So make sure you go check Vevor out. I got a lot of great tools from them. Both I've paid with my own money, and they've been kind enough to allow me to review. And remember guys, we do a lot more than tool reviews on this channel. We work on awesome projects, kind of like this 83-foot dock behind me. If you want to see how one man built this dock, click on the video link in the description. Or you can watch one of these other videos right here. But remember, as always guys, spend time with your creator. He loves you and he wants to hear from you. We will see you on the next one.